Hello, this is my name, and I'm here to talk about why these are almost always portrayed as this, or this, in these, and why we should even care. No, but seriously, we as gamers and non-gamers should care about how women are being represented in our media. Video games have become such a large and dominant part of popular culture that it's hard not to be influenced by the images that we see around us. Video games have become so popular worldwide that the industry generates revenues that can rival even the film industry. But what does a game like this say to young men and women about how women are expected to act and the roles they have in our society? Why do video games portray women and men in such limiting and stereotypical gender roles? The problem lies within the gaming community itself. Although female gamers do exist, the gaming community is predominantly male. The majority of game developers are male, the majority of marketing behind these games are male, and the majority of gamers are male. Developers will create games which appeal to the overall gaming demographic, and marketing will cater advertisements to the larger male audience. Because gaming is a male-dominated hobby, women are often portrayed in such stereotypes like the damsel in distress, and are often over-sexualized to appeal to the larger male audience. Take, for example, the long-running Super Mario Bros. Series, a series which at its core follows a plumber named Mario on his recurring quest to rescue the kidnapped Princess Peach from the clutches of the evil villain Bowser. Sure, this at first glance may seem harmless, but this same scenario repeats itself again and again in almost every Mario game. Peach is always getting kidnapped, and always needs help from Mario to save her. Out of the 14 core Super Mario games, 13 of them have Princess Peach as a kidnapped victim. The only core game that didn't have a kidnapped Peach was Super Mario Bros. 2, which needed Peach to fulfill a required fourth playable character. Peach is a stereotype which portrays women as helpless and submissive. When children constantly see the stereotype portrayed to them through video games, they come to expect women to be the weaker, more helpless gender, while men, by contrast, will appear more capable and powerful. Peach finally got her own game as the main protagonist in Super Princess Peach. This game was released 24 years after the original release of the first Super Mario game. In this game, the roles are reversed, so that Peach is rescuing Mario from Bowser. Even when women are the heroines in their own games, they are still dressed in revealing outfits, which emphasize their sexuality and take away from their strength and heroic actions. Women are often over-sexualized, using scantily clad armor or unrealistic body proportions to create sex appeal for the male gaming community. Take, for example, the character Lara Croft of the Tomb Raider series. Her creator, Toby Gard, intended for her to be a strong, resourceful, and capable woman. However, the Tomb Raider marketing machine has emphasized only the sexual nature of the character, which takes away from her strength and ability. Where is her strength and ability when she is constantly being marketed as a sex symbol? Lara Croft created a stereotype which limited powerful women in leading roles to the less prominent role of sex appeal. This stereotype continues today and led to the creation of many more women protagonists whose strength was constantly being limited due to their sexual portrayal. Although there is nothing wrong with attractive video game characters, since every video game character is an idealized fantasy creation, these images continue to limit women to roles which only emphasize her appearances and disregards other important characteristics. As the gaming industry continues to grow, it should take a more responsible role in its portrayal of women. Or the gaming industry as an entertainment media has a social responsibility to help change these misrepresentations of women in future games. To do this, more women should become involved in game development to provide a female perspective when creating these video games. This will lead to a more balanced viewpoints of the women's role, since more women can have their voice heard. And in order to have more women developing games, the industry needs to attract more women into the gaming audience. By having a larger proportion of women gamers, marketing content will have to change in order to appeal to a female audience and gain more female followers. In conclusion, video games are used as a tool to communicate to a large global audience. By changing the portrayal of women in video games, everyone in the gaming industry, from game creators to marketing experts to the gamers themselves, can effectively help to prevent the regression of women back to stereotypical gender roles.